This video will go into some details and interesting facts of one of the most powerful empires of the Old Republic, the Eternal Empire. This list is in no particular order, and if you wish to see us do a part 2 or an additional facts and questions about this, let us know down below. Let us begin. Number 1. The Eternal Empire. The Eternal Empire is located on the planet Zakul and is ruled as a totalitarian dictatorship. The Empire possessed a fleet capable of fighting both the Galactic Republic and the Sith Empire. They also conquered the galaxy under Arcane's rule after the death of the Emperor. Number 2. The Eternal Emperor, Velkorian. Here is one of the characters that is very complicated yet intriguing and one that could take forever, but let me try to give you a brief rundown. Darth Tenebrae, who was an evil Sith Lord that took over the host body of a male warrior called Velkorian. This then led to the manipulation and deceit of the whole galaxy for over 1500 years. Tenebrae, known to the old Sith Empire as Vitiate, was an ancient dark side entity of enormous power who ruled with an iron fist. Vitiate performed a Sith ritual that wiped out all life on a planet, and he used all the energies to make himself immortal. This right here is what Anakin needed. Arcane seemingly killed Velkorian in the death of his physical body. Having already endured deaths over multiple host bodies over his time, Vitiate's spirit attached himself to the Outlander, which Arcane ensured he would be frozen in carbonite, intending to trap his father. Arcane then immediately seized the Eternal Throne and proclaimed himself as the new Eternal Emperor, thus blaming his father's assassination on the Outlander, no matter the war and the sides that each are on. This highlights to me that the time of the Old Republic all being around the themes of deceit, power, alliances, leadership, and how empires rise and fall. This Eternal Emperor Velkorian has so much to him, and there is so much that I left out. However, if you guys wish to see more about him, let me know down below. Number 3. The Ruthless Son, Arcane. He wielded a yellow-bladed lightsaber and demonstrated the use of yellow force lightning and a powerful force pushes, highlighting his strength. He also became the heir to the throne. He was one of the most feared warriors in the galaxy due to the amount of planets he conquered and people he killed. Number 4. The Masque, Arcane. Arcane and his brother clashed against Darth Atroxa, who was a Twi'lek warrior during the battle at Korriban. Arcane was wounded in an explosion that took his arm and the left side of his face scarred. This led to the iconic mask that we all see in the Old Republic trailers and the cinematics. Number 5. The brother, Thexan. He unfortunately died after pulling his brother back using the Force after a mission one day after countless wars and battles being fought. Arcane had enough, and in an attempt to kill his father, Emperor Velkorian, being engulfed by the dark side, leading to the brief duel with his brother that led to the demise of Thexan. Sadly, Thexan's death was covered up and publicly blamed as a casualty in the Core Worlds campaign, rather than by the blade of his brother's lightsaber. Number 6. The daughter, Vaylin. This is the family tragedy that has another point not just being from the Eternal Twins, but their daughter. After being raised solely from her mother, Emperor Velkorian stole her away once she showed Force potential, which then made her grow to hate for her mother and father similarly to Arcane. This led her to become her brother's High Justice once he ascended to the throne. However, she would later go on to betray her brother and ascend to the throne herself. This must be the saddest family history aside from the Skywalkers. Number 7. Who is the Outlander? The Alliance Commander, also known as the Outlander, highly commendated figure of the Old Republic, responsible for leading the Eternal Alliance against the dictatorship of the Eternal Empire. Now here's an interesting fact. The official website from Star Wars refers to us, the players of the Old Republic, as the Outlander ourselves, due to saying step into an epic story-driven adventure as your character becomes the Outlander, a veteran of the Galactic War. This has been debated and talked about within the community for some time and is one to ponder on, for sure. This is one long and extensive history in the Old Republic time period that's just a rabbit hole that never ends. This is a good thing though, it just means it's so hard to go into detail though. However, if you enjoyed this different content from a legend storyline that may be future canon, who knows, let us know down below. In addition, if you want me to go into more detail about the war, or even briefly into part 2, this would be also a fun thing to do. I love making these and I thought of this video would be a good idea to give you a greater insight into the Eternal Empire, the Eternal Twins, their enemies, and of course the time period they are set in. Thank you and see you next time.